Hi everyone! Today I'm going to make a succulent centerpiece for our patio dining table. As you can see, this area gets full sun, so it's perfect for this project. I'm going to use a good draining succulent potting mix, sempervivums, a 9-inch terracotta pot with a drainage hole, a saucer, and a 5.5-inch terracotta pot, and some sand. First, I'm putting a small amount of soil in the bottom of the larger pot. Then I'm centering the smaller pot in the middle of the larger pot. It's important that it's centered, and you'll see why later. Now I'm going to fill the gap between the two pots with the succulent potting mix. You'll need to maneuver the center pot to get the mix down in the bottom. Just make sure the smaller pot is centered when you're done filling the gap. Fill the mix up to about 1 inch from the top of the larger pot so there's room to water without having dirt and water overflow. I bought a larger pot of sempervivum black that has several large and small plants. You may also know these as hens and chicks. Most sempervivums are hardy, but make sure you check the tag for hardiness. This particular one is hardy to zone 4. Now for the challenging part of the project. I'll be separating the hens and chicks so I can fill the outer circle of the pot. This is where you get to be creative. Arrange each hen and chick to your particular taste. Now I'm going to carefully pull the clump apart. This clump is pretty dry, so it's taking a little bit, but I'm trying to be fairly careful so I don't want to rip any of the roots. As I place each of these, I'm not worrying about completely burying the roots because I will come back and fill in with more potting mix later. Now I will just separate and place the rest of them. Now I'm going to go back and fill in any gaps with more of the potting mix. As I'm filling in with more of the mix, some of the soil is getting on the chicks. I can either brush that off later, or in this case, I'm going to remove the chick and dump the dirt out of it before replacing it. Okay, I like the look of that, so now I'm going to add sand in the center pot. You can use any sand. You can buy play sand, or in my case, I have sandy soil that I'm using. I'm going to fill the pot up to about 3 or 4 inches from the top. Once it's filled, level it out. Now before I do anything else, I'm going to lightly water it. This first time I'm letting the water run into the rosettes to clean them off of any dirt, but after this I will only water the soil. You have to be careful not to let water sit in the rosettes as they could rot. Also, allow the soil to dry between waterings. Now find your favorite candle that you're okay to use outdoors and place it in the center of the pot. You can use a small pillar candle like this one, or you can use a candle in a jar. Just use your creativity and have fun with this. Another idea is to put a hurricane globe over your pillar candle to keep the flame lit. You could also use a battery-operated candle, but I'd be careful because you're not going to be able to leave that outdoors. So you could use it when you're sitting at the table, but you would need to bring it in once you're done. After looking at my completed project for a day, I decided I wanted my interior pot to sit higher so I wouldn't be concerned about the candle singeing the plants. So I carefully lifted out the small pot, Then added enough sand to the center of the large pot for the small pot to sit a couple of inches higher than the larger pot. Then I replaced the small pot, and here's what it looks like. I'm very happy with the result. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and will subscribe to follow more. Also, if you decide to do this project on your own, I'd love to see your pictures and hear your comments. Have a great day.